2 years into Muay Thai, I almost quit completely. I had every excuse in the book. I don't have a car. I work too late. Not sure if Muay Thai is for me. I don't feel like we can find a place where I can learn enough. I had my training partners. They got rid of every single excuse and they dragged my butt to the gym. I actually realized that after 2 years, I didn't know shit. I didn't know anything about Muay Thai. Sawasdee Kop. Welcome to this episode of the Pu'u Muay Thai podcast. Today is Friday, July 18th. Just getting all caught up here in the office at Teep Studios. As you guys know, we're going to be moving Teep Studios. Still going to be in Scottsdale, Arizona. Had a lot of activity with business, with Pu'u Muay Thai in Ventura. We have Onion Topich seminar coming up, Eat Sleep Teep 4. We got the Siam Standard Muay Thai Ring Officials course coming up. We have Coach Zach's going to be fighting at Cali Muay Thai on, beginning of August, I think. So I want to say August 6th, if I'm not mistaken. It's coming up fast, though. So we have a lot going on, a lot of planning. But the whole purpose of today's podcast is I wanted to talk to beginners because for us at our academy, we specialize in beginners. And I know a lot of people who might find this podcast or find this video, maybe you're feeling stuck or you might find some of this relatable. And from somebody who's been involved in Muay Thai, as a fighter, amateur fighter, student, coach, ring official, and doing all this, I've been in this industry for it's coming up on 20 years, almost 2 decades. So we've run Pu'u Muay Thai. Our academy has been over 11 years now. So we're going to be doing like a big 11-year celebration, everything as well. I've trained literally thousands of people. So if you're feeling stuck, here's what every beginner needs to hear. And I just want to make sure you know that if this sounds like you, it's okay. Because the reason I know about this is I've experienced some of this myself. I've seen it, coached people through it. All right. So number one is comparison kills motivation. The number one thing I see a lot of students do who are beginners, are comparing their progress to somebody else's. They go up, hey, their knee's better than mine. I feel like I can't do a good knee. Or, hey, I feel like my left kick is still garbage. Why is Jonathan's getting better and mine's not? There's this weird comparison. It's like an ego trip that their mind's having if they've never had to do some kind of long-term skill development that you get out of Muay Thai. This is more like adults, by the way. I wouldn't say so much kids or teens, a little bit in the like later teens, but mostly for adults. Kids, they just like to have fun. They show up, they do their best, right? One of the things I always like to remind people is everybody has their own background. Maybe they grew up doing collegiate sports. They were gymnasts. They were doing, football, soccer. They were playing baseball. They were very competitive, athletic. You don't know where everybody's background comes from. Maybe they're just very genetically like freaks. Some people are natural at picking it up. I was not one of those people. I couldn't kick above somebody's knee my first day when I started. I couldn't even imagine like throwing head kicks or body kicks or anything like that. You have to remember too, everybody's got different insecurities. Like the person you might be asking, like, hey, how come my knee strikes aren't as good as Jonathan? Jonathan might be asking, man, Robert over there, his left kick is great. How come my left kick's not like that? You don't know. Like, we don't share all this with everybody, right? So one of the things you could do is like, and I'll get into this more, is talk to your training partners. Stay on your path, focus on you, and talk to your coaches, talk to your training partners, all right? So number 2, I would say, is just show up. Showing up is more than half the battle most of the time. People can talk about training. They can talk about wanting to start training. They could be talking about how they're going to do this when they get into the gym. They could be on Instagram commenting, talking smack to their friends, or in the group chat, dropping off remarks to their friends about training and how they're going to get started. But honestly, just showing up and being consistent, you will make more progress than people who just have like a flash in the pan time in training. What I mean by that is like maybe they go hard for 2-3 months and they stop for a year and a half, and then they come back for another 3-4 months. If you stay consistent, you're going to surpass the progress those people make, right? So just showing up is very, very key on that. And you don't have to be perfect when you show up. It's okay to be fatigued. It's okay to be sleepy. It's okay to not feel motivated. That's where discipline comes in. Do your best to be present. Don't think about as soon as you step in, to your martial arts training, your Muay Thai academy, all the outside noise, just focus on being in training. Focus on what your coaches and your instructors are having you do, your training partners. Just be present there in the room and listen. You got 2 ears, you got 2 eyes, and your body. All right. I know it's easy to want to yap and talk to your friend while your coach is talking, but hey, that's your time to focus. And that's taking away from you and from your training partner during that drill. All right. There's a time and a place for that. That's okay. I encourage it to a degree, but when your coach is talking, be present. You're there, you showed up, you worked through it, you didn't give in to the couch slump after work and being stuck on the couch. All right. So the next thing is like actually try. When you're there, if you're just going through the motions, it's like, man, you're there. Might as well do your best. What doing your best is, it doesn't mean emptying the tank every time. Maybe you're really fatigued. Doing your best means like really focusing on being present, mentally sharp, and focused on the drill. All right. You don't have to be doing it very high intensity, but that consistency over time is really what pays off. Number 3, day 1 is better than 1 day. So the whole one day I'm going to start versus, hey, today is day 1. Today is the day I started. There's so many people that I talk to. And I'm not throwing shade at anybody out there, but I get people that I see messages come through on our Instagram like, hey, I'm going to start training. I'm going to come in this week. They no show for the trial. We follow up with them. They ghost us. And then they're liking our stuff, which is great. Right. And they DM us saying they're going to come in. We set them up again. They no show for whatever reason or another. Eventually, some of these people do eventually come in. We don't give up on them. As at Pu'u Muay Thai, we do not give up on people who are trying to start. That's our jam. Right. But it's important to understand that if you just show up, that time where you were doing that and BSing yourself, you could have been making progress. Whatever the excuse is, get rid of it. Do your best to just show up. For us, like right now, we're doing a free trial. It's free. Show up. Don't worry about having the right equipment or having any of this stuff as well. All right. Starting today gets you one step ahead of training and one step ahead of quitting. All right. So if you're currently training and you're feeling stuck, you're like not motivated to go, just show up to training is like, it's key. Just show up, let your coach know, hey, I'm just feeling no motivation. I'm here today though. I'm ready to go, coach. Ready to go. All right. And there's no real perfect time in as a beginner, if you never train, to begin your training. Right. Some people, they'll say like, oh, I need to get in shape first. It's like, man, training gets you in shape. Training Muay Thai will get you in shape for Muay Thai. It's okay. You don't need to have this big, elaborate plan in your head. Man, you never did it before. Why would you do it again? Or maybe you did do it in the past, but it's been a long time. It's okay. Show up. It's like saying, I need to get smart before I go to school. Like, what is that, man? Come on, show up. Number 4, gear doesn't matter yet. Don't stress about equipment if you haven't started. Your coach, your instructors will guide you. Any decent program is going to tell you, hey, this is what you're going to need. This is what you should buy. This is the type of equipment and hand wraps you should buy. We have them here. They cost this much. Avoid those cheap gear traps online. There's a lot of BS and stuff in the sporting goods stores that are just very low quality. They're not good. They don't actually protect you. And they're actually, some of it can be dangerous for your training partners and for yourself too. So that's something that's very, very key for you to understand that are out there listening. Ask your gym, ask your academy, ask your instructors, ask your coach. Basic gear is also often available at most training facilities now. At least here in the United States, the availability of training equipment is very high for inventory. Like the suppliers have been doing a really good job about getting good starter equipment into the hands of gym owners. If you are a gym owner, academy owner, you run a Muay Thai program, you need help with that, drop down my drop a comment down below. Let's connect. I can get you connected to some people and chat over there on TikTok. I see you. I'll get to your questions in a little bit. Number 5, the fear of holding people back. I don't want to start because I'm worried. I feel bad. I'm holding back my training partners. I feel like I'm holding them back. And I feel really bad and stop apologizing for taking up space and learning and wanting to better yourself. Here's the thing. This is complete common feeling to have, but it's a false feeling. People don't feel like you're holding them back. They don't. All right. That's something that you put on yourself. So just when you hear that voice in your head, just say, no, that's not true. All right. Just put it out of your head. That's not true. Show up. Your training partners and instructors expect you to be new. When you're first starting, hey, I'm new. I've never trained. They expect you to be new. All right. That you're new to Muay Thai. This is great. You're new, or at least you're new to the program. All right. Maybe you have experience. It's okay. And I want you to remember this too, that everybody was once a beginner. Everybody had a day one. No one skips day one. Even in Thailand, you think about the Sam A's, you think about the Michael Savas's, you think about the Nong O's, the Stamp Fair Techs. You think about all these people, they all had a first day. Every single one of them. None of them were born with the skills that they have today that you see on display. That's years of dedication and showing up in progress. So just remember that. Number 6, injuries happen, but most, I'll say this, aren't from training. All right. There's a lot of times I hear people, they have an injury that's holding them back from training. Maybe they got in a car accident, work, lifting boxes, or like they're skateboarding, playing soccer, playing some other sport. All right. And they like sprain the finger, right? Or they jam their wrist, or their big toe sore on the right foot, twisted their knee, whatever it may be. Remember, it's the art of 8 limbs for a reason. If you sprain your wrist, yeah, boxing, that sucks. You have one hand. But Muay Thai, you have your elbow on that arm, you have your clinching, you have your punch with the other hand, elbow, you have your 2 knees, you have your feet. There's a lot of things you can do and modify your training. Muay Thai is our 8 limbs. You injure one, don't worry, you still have 7 more. All right, that's the important thing to remember. Shout out to Coach Ralph, who had, I see chat says, tore my ACL 3 years ago at any strengthening tips. Coach Ralph had torn ACL. I made it. I was like, I didn't make him show up. I suggested he show up. I would hold pads for him when he was taking a seat on the ground, or not on the ground, on the bench. We set him up in front of the heavy bag. We include him doing training, all these different things. He would help watch coaching and watch sparring, talk to him. So he's also working his brain as well. Talk to your coach if you have an injury. Work around it. Shadow boxing, kick drills, mental reps, whatever it is, just know that your progress doesn't stop right there. And staying consistent during setbacks builds grit and long-term growth. If you sprain your wrist and you're out for 3 months, all right, you could have been working on your jab or your cross, whatever hand it is. You could be working on your elbows, you could be working on your tees, working on your kicks, leg kick, body kick, high kick, your flexibility, your knee strikes, your clinching. There's so many different things you could be doing. All right, you're sparring. You could still spar with one hand, very carefully, of course. But talk to your coach. Let them know, hey, I'm worried it's going to hold me back. What can we do to modify my training so that way we can work around it? If you didn't know this, most fighters go into a bout with an injury of some sort. Most of them. Very rarely do you go in there without an injury, and they still perform at a very high level. You are capable of this in your day-to-day training. All right, I want you to remember that you can do this. So number 7, you're not too old or too out of shape. I've seen kids that are, oh, am I too old for training Muay Thai? Is it too late to start? And I go, how old are you? And they're like, I'm 19 years old. I'm like, man, this is like a slap in the face. Straight up. I'm going to get some of my coffee right here. It's a slap in the face for some of the people that I see, because I don't know what it's in their head. Maybe it's that imposter, negative self-talk that they have that they haven't worked through yet. Or maybe they're 28. I'm like, man, I've had people who started training with me in their 60s and 70s. It's never too late to start. Depends on what your goals are. You got to be realistic on that. Talk to your coach. All right. But it's never too late to start. Your age and your fitness level don't matter. It doesn't disqualify you from training. All right. I've had people who massive amounts of weight that they need to lose. I've had people who've had eating disorders that are training. You can figure out a way and a plan to get into training. Of course, if you have a health issue, consult with your doctor about doing high intensity training. All right. So that way you have a better understanding when you talk to your coach. And you don't need to get in shape first. I know I talked about this earlier, but Muay Thai is the way to get in shape. You do Muay Thai to get in shape for Muay Thai. You don't need to do anything else to get in shape for Muay Thai. And it's important to understand this too. Like, this is like a very long-term used excuse with friends of mine that have not trained Muay Thai. So if you're a friend of mine, you've heard this and you hear this, I'm calling you out. Number 8 is progress isn't always linear. Linear means like a straight line. It's not going to always be up. Expect ups and downs. Expect peaks and valleys. Plateaus are a part of the process. Life also happens. Some weeks feel amazing, others don't. All right, some sparring sessions, you feel really on, everything's clicking. And sometimes you feel like, man, do I even train Muay Thai? Trust the process and don't quit on a hard day. Remember all the good times you have. That's why it's important, like, to journal and talk about your training. Like, when you have those good days, especially, so that way you can look back. Hey, what did I eat that day? What was my sleeping schedule like? Was I like was I happy? Was I, for some, I'll say this a lot. Was I single? Was I a single person at that time? Is it my relationship that's stressing me out? Is it my family life? Is it my kids? Is it my job? Like, what is it that's going on in your personal life, your dietary needs, your rest and your recovery, your sleeping? We've talked about this before. It's important to understand that for everybody, those valleys I'm talking about, like, it can be losing your job, it could be death in the family, car accident. I've gotten in car accident and I couldn't train, but I'd still watch Muay Thai. I'd still show up and watch people train. I would still do everything I could to continue on that path of learning Muay Thai. Number 9, the community is everything. The Muay Thai community is freaking awesome. Don't isolate yourself when you show up to a place. Say hi, ask questions, connect, engage with the community. Yeah, like most martial arts academies and Muay Thai academies, they have their own little like subculture, and then the Muay Thai community in general has its own culture. All right. So be a part of it. The more involved you are, the better time and motivation you're going to maintain on those days. All right. Where you don't feel like training. Your training partners are what can help you keep showing up. They're going to carry you through those tough moments. Like, I had 2 years in the Muay Thai, I almost quit completely. I had every excuse in the book. I don't have a car. I work too late. I not sure if Muay Thai is for me. I'm I don't feel like we can find a place where I can learn enough. I had my training partners, they got rid of every single excuse and they dragged my butt to a gym. That's where I met my Ajahn Knockweed. And I actually realized after 2 years, I didn't know shit. I didn't know anything about Muay Thai. All right. So, like that. So, yeah, people don't know shit about boxing. Was it Floyd Mayweather was talking about this? That was me with Muay Thai with Ajahn Nakwi. I was like, "Man, I don't know shit about Muay Thai." And I'd already been to Thailand, I fought there, did this, did that, whatever it might be. And that skill ceiling, it can always go up. All right. But had I quit and given up, Muay Thai wouldn't have came to be. We wouldn't be here on this podcast. You wouldn't be watching this video. You never know where this sport's going to take you, and the community around it will help you get there as well. Just focus on you, focus on supporting your team and showing up. Focus on your journey. Don't let fear and comparison rob you of the benefits and the experiences that you get out of training Muay Thai. You don't have to compete to get these benefits. Most people never compete. All right. Go to the fight nights, go to the semi-contact events, go to a seminar or two. Speaking of seminars, August 23rd, we have Eat, Sleep, Teep in Ventura. August 24th, we have, I'm going to say it, the best Muay Thai fighter from America to date, Onion Topic, is going to be at Pu'u Muay Thai in Ventura on Sunday, August 24th. All right. So links for that and everything as well are on Instagram. They'll be down in the show notes as well. All right. You can also go to pmtlifestyle.com for all those links. But if you're brand new and this is your day one, awesome. If your day one's tomorrow, show up. I know you can do it. All right. And if you're feeling stuck, recommit, keep showing up, put those goals in writing, talk to people about your goals, because it's very hard to not be accountable to others as well. Some people struggle with accountability for themselves and they do better when someone else holds them accountable. When you talk about and are public with your goals, others are going to ask you about it and you have to own up to it. So it helps you stay accountable to yourself as well. With that said, I want to give a shout out to our new Black Room. I want to give a shout out to the Black Room at Teep Studios. I'm going to go through our list right here and just give you guys a little shout out. All right. Mr. Chris Dawkins, thank you so much for being a part and supporting Teep Studios in the Pu'u Muay Thai podcast. And Alex Velez, thank you so much for your support. So, and of course, our continued supporters, Mr. Mike Nguyen, also Alex Hernandez, and JD from Muay Thai Junkies. All right. If you like and enjoy this content, be sure to smash that subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're listening to this, links are in the show notes to go subscribe. Only $5 a month to help support the show and allow us to continue to grow. We're doing a lot of work to help grow Muay Thai and to build more education avenues and accessibility for people to be able to continue to learn and educate the audience of Muay Thai as it continues to grow. There's never been a better time to be involved in sport. All right. So Black Room's a great way to do it. You go on there, you're also gonna get some VIP behind the scenes access. We're also working on some VIP instructional content that we're going to put on there as well. So stay tuned for that. No promises yet, but we're working on it. All right. With that said, I will see you guys next week. Swaddy Cup.